You know, black women will always be the problem. And we've been seeing that in the press lately more and more, how there's a double standard. Okay, black women are the tone police, and how it's okay nowadays to try and put us in a box, tone deaf us, whereas the other party gets away with everything. Now, today as a therapist, we're going to get it all into it right about now. If you are new here, I am Denise Brady. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. Yes, I'm licensed, okay? And I'm a therapist with opinions, okay? It's not cookie cutter, it's not PC. It's real, recognized real over here. So if you want to come join the family, make sure you like, you subscribe, you hit that notification bell, because you know we're growing. But I need y'all to help me get through that algorithm. Now, most recently, we're going to start with Miss Marjorie, okay, and Jasmine. Now, they had this back and forth last week when Marjorie tried to say something about Miss Mama's eyelashes. Okay, that was just her little bit of like, okay, let me throw a shot, let me give up. But then Jasmine said, oh no, I'm ready. Okay, and we all know what she called her. Oh, it was so hilarious. Now, it's interesting to watch them go back and forth. Now, this is not the first time they've had a dynamic, but Jasmine, if you look at how the press, that White House interaction, the Senate, how all of them came at Jasmine. Now, Jasmine became the problem, okay? Your tone, ma'am, do you have to get so loud? You're being loud. Whereas, but quite a minute ago, it was okay for her to make comments about my lashes, to say stuff about me as a person. And none of that stuff had anything to do with what we were going through. But of course, the black woman in this situation has to be hammered by the press. I don't see nobody doing interviews with Marjorie. I've seen more and more interviews with Jasmine. Why did you say that? Do you think it was necessary? Did you have to press her like that? Okay, everyone wants to interview Jasmine, labeling Jasmine as the problem. Why do you guys think that is, that always it's us? And that interaction to me reminded me of my interactions with corporate America. How at times I went through microaggressions, I was placed in the box. I always had to watch my tone, okay, because if somebody else said it, okay, it was okay. But when I wanted to say, oh, can you step into my office after the meeting? Being CC'd, my email being passed around. Yes, it's come to my attention that you're toning this email. And to be honest with you, I would literally at times sit there and read that email over and over again. Like, my tone, good morning, how are you doing? I want to follow up on such and such. I put a period here. I put a comma here. Where's the tone? But somehow my boss always found the tone. And it was interesting because I feel like that's what a lot of us go through. A lot of us as black women, I feel like we will always be the problem. And that interaction, that dynamic shows us that in the eyes of society, we're the problem. And instead of people saying stuff about Marjorie, holding her accountable, oh, the black woman has to be accountable. We have to talk about her. Her actions were wrong. And as much as people don't want to talk about it, Marjorie has come out to be, can we say the R word on YouTube? Okay. To me, she appears to be a racist. Okay. She appears to spit out hate, say the most ridiculous things, and always gets away with it. And I want to believe that at some point there will be accountability, but I don't really think there will be. I've seen posts this interaction that they had last week. All it has been about, when I look on my phone, Tapper presses Crockett over her counterattack. See the aggression? Her counterattack about Marjorie Taylor Greene's appearance. Okay, nothing about Marjorie. Social media users spot mistake on Crockett's anti-Taylor Greene merch. Okay. But the funny part is, Crockett moves to trademark bleach blonde alliteration. Bleach blonde, bad built butch body And she should get that coin, okay? But you know they're gonna say something about that too. But all the headlines have been in a negative way about Jasmine. I haven't seen anything. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Jasmine Crockett's fallout at the White House. Hearing spills into day 4. I don't see nothing about Tapper discussing with Marjorie the way she acted. Everything is negative. And it just shows you how the media will continue to portray us as negative. Now, okay, we also seen it most recently with Kelly Rowland. Okay, you know we don't play about Kelly Rowland, but the media will continue to try and make Kelly realize or try and push, you ain't Beyonce. Now Beyonce can get away with whatever she wants, you know, we not ever gonna touch her, but you're not Beyonce, and we have to remember to remind you that you're not Beyonce. Not only that, we have to continue to bring up her name even when you're doing your own projects to remind you we only like you because of her. And it's unfortunate that all the media once again has labeled Kelly Rowland as an aggressive black woman. Kelly Rowland has aggressive interaction with security guard on the cans, however you want to say it, okay, red carpet. Now let's look up some of the interactions, some of the news articles, okay? Why Kelly Rowland scolded an assistant at the film festival. Why diva Kelly Rowland scolded festival security. Kelly Rowland seen scolding security, okay? Kelly Rowland flips out at security. Notice all the negative words. Kelly Rowland appears to get into beef with security, okay? Kelly Rowland appears to clash with security, okay? All of it is about her being negative. No, I don't see anyone looking further into what the dynamic was. No, we're going to run with it, okay? The media will continue to try, and I think they want people to, I don't know if it's hate Kelly. I don't know if it's just to make it be known that you're not the same as Beyonce, but they continue to play in our faces. What our girl. It's another sign that we will always be disrespected, okay? If we don't fit into the mold, if we don't say the things, they'll come for us. The media, others, okay? Because as a black woman living in this world, I see the continued disrespect. Even another one this week, okay? You're looking at now Cameron in this interview with Abby. Let me put some respect on her name, Abby Phillips, okay? Now, another woman trying to do her job. Be respectful. She gave that man too much respect because he came on her platform to talk about Diddy. And of course, Diddy is still very powerful, as we saw in this interview. The disrespect of, I don't know why how did I get up here? Why am I here? I'm not going to answer questions. I think he might have even taken a shot of something, but it just shows you the disrespect. Now, would he act that way if it was a black man interviewing him? Would he act that way if it was a white man interviewing him? Okay, but it just shows you how we are not respected. We are not given the same grace. Grace in us? Grace, a black woman? I don't think so. I think we continue to be one of the most disrespected, if not the most disrespected, okay, out of all of the different people. We are continued to be in a position where we have to acquiesce. We have to watch our tone. We have to show up as a certain human being, okay? We have to continue to fit the mold, okay? And if you don't fit the mold, oh, you're one of those black women, okay? But if you fit the mold, you can come over, sit down with us for lunch, and then you become the token black woman, the one who has all the jokes, the one the white women feel like they can ask a question to. Oh, so you're not like those other black women. We like you. You're not one of those, okay? You're palatable, okay? You're in with us. And then we have to figure out, okay, I want to climb the corporate ladder. Do I continue to be myself? I want to make waves. I want to become further in my career, do I acquiesce to what they are wanting from me, or do I show up as myself? And oftentimes we have to code switch and we change who we are and become chameleons for those around us. Oftentimes losing our sense of self, feeling guilty, feeling shameful, like I want to put money on the table for my family. I want to make my family proud. I want to climb the corporate ladder. I want to get these degrees, but at the sake of what? At the sake of what? Okay? Because you get to a place where then you think about, am I turning my back on my culture for my career? There's just so many different things that we are faced with, on top of all the other things that go through our minds, how we dress, how we look, make sure my hair is put together. Because don't walk into work with your hair a little bit messed up or looking different. Okay, I remember that happened to me. There was one day I had came back from maternity leave, and my job is used to this, used to my hair being very put back together, looking presentable. And one day I woke up late with a newborn, okay, and my hair was pressed, but it wasn't tied down like it is now. It was in like a little mommy clip. And my boss was like, your hair looks different today. Yeah, lady, I have a newborn and I'm breastfeeding. I don't have time every day to put my edges down to make sure my hair is pulled back and presentable to sit at the table and be a good little girl. Okay, I don't have time for that every day. And the other black woman looked at her like, did she really just say something about your hair being in a clip instead of being pulled back? Yes, she did. That was the beginning of the end for me, when I realized I'm gonna lose myself if I continue to stay here. So I have to really make sure, what is worth it to me? Is it losing myself to climb the corporate ladder, to have a seat at their table? And this is what we're constantly faced with, having a seat at their table. So these interactions this week, Abby, Kelly, Roland, Jasmine, all of them show me that we are still a lot further than what we are. And we still have a long ways to go. But this interaction, the pressure of, Jasmine, why are you behaving like this? Marjorie, you're okay. You're okay. But the tone police, okay? The tone police, even the comments. I have to deal with the tone police on my social media platforms. But I want to know your thoughts. Do we still have a long ways to go? Have you guys experienced any of the microaggressions, the tone police? Trying to figure out, how do I show up in the world versus how the world needs me to show up? Do I sacrifice my career to get ahead and sit at their table? Or do I create my own table, okay? Now let me know your thoughts. Of course, we can get into it like we always do. You know what it is. Make sure you like, you subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.